Hi everyone, I thought I would try using iMovie for this particular vlog and try vlogging again. My One of my favorite YouTube vlog channels, they vlog their days off. They don't try to vlog during the work week, and I'm like, maybe they got the right idea. I think what I'm gonna do is do it one day at a time and hope that it works. Maybe as I get more confident in iMovie and confident in how to know what to put when, I'll try to cram more days into one vlog, because the good thing about an iMovie based video is you can put clips on top of clips on top of clips into a iMovie project. And it can, if I want it to be an hour long, it can be. Now, honestly, I don't know how many people actually watch an hour-long vlog. I definitely could create a multi-hour-long vlog, because I could sit here and ramble forever. I actually tried to create a Sunday vlog, and I don't know if I'm going to post that or not, because I just did that, rambling and rambling and rambling, and of course it was MP3 recorder audio based, so I'm gonna probably edit a bunch out, because if I try to put it up the way it is, there's no way it's gonna fit on the I hope you can see me the way I'm holding this thing. You know, the old me probably would have just said screw it and put this phone like this. Now you're probably seeing the damn roof. So I'm holding it and trying to make it so you can see me. What was I going to say? I've already talked about that in previous vlogs. An MP3 based audio project created in Goldwave and then posted by TunesTube can only be so long. So I think videos can be as long as you want them to be, but that would involve, unless you want to sit and literally talk for an hour, that would involve knowing what clip to put where in your iMovie project. And if I've been vlogging for 2 or 3 days, I'd be like, okay, where do I put which one? Which is why I'm thinking it would be so much easier. I've already done an iMovie based project. In fact, I should really upload that. I did that last Saturday, and it only had like 2, 3, 4 clips in it. And I created an iMovie, I created that in iMovie. You know, I created the finished product close enough to the time I recorded it all to remember what was supposed to go where. By the time I'm trying to remember on Sunday night or Monday, you know, after work, what was supposed to go where, I'm going to completely screw it up, I'm guessing. So I'll do one day at a time, and hopefully that'll give me few enough clips that I'll know how to, I'll be able to figure it out. So today's vlog is only my second attempt at making an iMovie based video, so bear with me. Hopefully it'll work out. So it's my Friday, even though it's Thursday. I work Monday through Thursday, so it's Thursday afternoon. I just got home from work. That's the equivalent of Friday, even though Friday's going to be a busy day. My housekeeper slash, I mean, whatever her title is. I mean, she's not a state worker. She's just someone that I'd hired to help me with stuff. So she's coming. We've got a lot to do. I will not be vlogging that. But not only is she cleaning this place, but she's taken me to the store where you can create a recycling account and buy some stuff. Because I have a friend who, God love him, has been taking my cans to recycle, and I've just kind of been using his recycling account. Well, he's been unavailable for weeks now, and the cans are piling up. Like, the bags of cans are piling up. And I finally reached the conclusion that I just need to set my own account up. If he's available and wants to continue to let me use his account, thank you. I might take you up on it. But if he's ever not available, like, for example, right now, I'm not willing to keep piling these up and piling these up and piling these up. I need a way to, like, dispose of them and take care of them. I need to create my own account. And then we need more receipts. Every week she writes out a receipt for me, and I keep them for my records. And when she writes this one for this week, we're going to be out. And I'm not sure how to order those and be confident that I'm getting the right thing. So I want her to go to the store with me, say, look at what the thing is that you have, and look at what's on the shelf and get the same thing, please. And is there other things we want to do there? And I'm going to have her, I already texted her about this and she said she could do it. I'm going to have her be the one to take me to the postal box, because there have been things sitting there waiting for me for days, and I've not been able to get out there because no one that I would call on is available. Like I said, both my friend and my aunt, who, okay, this is another reason why I want to get out of the apartment building life. Do you hear this? That is a noisy power chair, which I have nothing against people in wheelchairs, but I am always that person. I don't know if it's because the garbage room is like right across the hall and next door to me or what, but that person is constantly passing me. Now, if I have a neighbor like down the block, when I rent the rental house that I'm dreaming of, God only knows when or how that's going to happen, but I'm willing to believe it's going to happen one day. I mean, maybe I'll have somebody down the block who's like that too, but it's also possible that if they live a ways down, maybe I won't hear it as much. Anyway, or it could be that I just won't have a neighbor like that. Who knows? Where was I going before I swerved off on that? Oh, my relative's out of town. She actually came back and then is leaving town again today, as a matter of fact. And she had so much to do between trips, I didn't want to ask her to take me to the post box, although I could have, but the point is, now this person's agreed to do it, and I'm going to let her do it. So I won't be vlogging any of that, but that's going to make my Friday kind of busy, and there's something I've been meaning to do for months. I should have done it for well, I don't know about months, but certainly weeks. But I'm not motivated to do it because the hold times, it's so hard to talk to a human being. But I have to do it. I assume that I don't qualify for any of these benefits. For all I know, I might qualify for any of these benefits because maybe the people in charge of these benefits are actually willing to acknowledge that prices are like skyrocketing, and I think that's part of the problem. That's part of the reason why. I mean, I've always said, if I can't live on what I make, something's wrong. And something is wrong. But let's take the shame out of it. Let's acknowledge that in the past few years, the price of everything has shot through the freaking roof. And if my income is not keeping up with that, that's how you have these problems. And that's no one's fault. It's just the reality of it. So the question becomes, what do you do? What do I do? I'm still trying to find the answer to that. And this is how we end up with hours-long vlogs, because I sit here and just yammer. But that's what I'm thinking about as I open this vlog. I don't necessarily have anything planned for tonight. So I'm not sure what kind of vlog this is going to be, but it's my attempt at a vlog is what it is. I hope it's like at least semi-entertaining. Well, I definitely think that I will be using this phone if I want to create iMovie projects, because this is a phone that is not my main phone. I've got my main phone over here trying to upload a video, my first iMovie based video, and admittedly it is longer. Well, it's not overwhelmingly long, but I've uploaded videos that long before in the past.
Monday vlog part 2. My first Walmart delivery
But
and my first iMovie based video in years. Processing 0%.
It's been sitting there at processing 0% ever since I tried to upload it. I mean, surely, eventually, it will upload. Let me put this back on the charger. But you're going to see the ceiling. I'm sorry. But, I mean, if I was to get a phone call or something, would that just disrupt everything?
Viewfinder. Image. 0 hours, 1 minute, and 14 seconds.
Stop. Yeah, at least if I use this phone, if it's sitting here taking forever to upload, it doesn't matter. That phone's just over here busy. I mean, I could get a phone call over here on this phone, but the likelihood that I will versus the likelihood that I'll get a call over on this phone is, you know, over here it's maybe on this phone that I'm recording on, it's maybe a 5-10% chance. Over here it's a 95% chance. I mean, everyone's got this number. In fact, it could be argued that this phone, I should just disconnect it. Part of me wonders if maybe I should. But another part of me is like, no, one of these days I'm going to have a business, even maybe a thriving business, and I'm going to want this number. And then another part of me is like, well, in the meantime, the money you spend on it every month is money you could be saving. And I ask myself, how much money is that? I mean, how much really? I don't know. This is my obsession with money because I have a vacation that I am hell-bent on saving up for. And there is no saving going on because by the time bills are paid and groceries are purchased and subscriptions are paid for and et cetera, et cetera,
3:04 p.m. 2 notifications.
There's a piddling freaking amount left. And I don't know why in the past 2 videos, obviously you would upload them in chronological order, part 1, part 2, part 3. How come it looks like it's part 1, part 3, part 2? And at least I think that is uploaded now.
See video button. See video uploaded to your videos.
Yeah. At least that didn't end up taking, I mean, it sat on 0 for probably, what, 2-3 minutes, but it did finally get up to 25 or 95 and then uploaded. So, but I still think it's a better idea if I use this phone, that the notifications, the phone calls, there's not a lot of that coming into this one. So this is probably still the best one to use if I want a iDevice / YouTube camera, vlogging camera. Part of me really wants to get this, but as with everything, I can't even begin to try to afford it. But suppose there was some kind of financial miracle and I could afford it. Is anyone familiar with Slack, the app Slack? My work has Slack. So does this coaching group that part of me wants to join. I would have to release a lot of limiting beliefs and get a hell of a lot of money to be able to join, but I would love to join. How would I have a Slack account and work both with work and my coaching group? Does anyone know how that would work? I'm not sure I'm going to need that information, but does anyone know how that would work? By the way, in the long run, the neighbor with the noisy power chair is not high on my reasons for wanting to get out of this building. I've been in this building for 15 years or more, and it's a good place to live in general. It beats the hell out of no roof over my head at all, first of all. But as I think about what more I might want what more I want out of life, and, do I want to, when I ask myself, do I want to spend the rest of my life here and die here? The answer is not really. Believe me, there are more reasons, more important reasons, more direct reasons, and the fact that every time I turn around, I hear that noise passing me. Or the other day, it was somebody was disposing of a lot of nasty food, garbage disposal, over and over and over again, and I know mine is probably just as noisy for someone else, which, if that's true, bless you for having to hear that. I'm sorry. But I'm just, it's just, again, it's typical apartment life. What someone does, you hear it, because what happens upstairs is heard downstairs. What happens outside is heard inside. It's just the way this building is. It's no one's fault, it's just the way the building is. But I just think that if we lived in if the 6 people who, for example, lived on the first floor lived across the block or down the block, there were 6 houses down a block, and then 6 houses across the street, and then houses and houses and houses. Like, if 100 people lived in 100 houses, what we did might not affect each other as much. It certainly wouldn't in one particular area. And that's the one that really drives me crazy and the biggest reason why I want to get out of here. But that's another conversation for another time. I mean, I could talk about it now, but anyway, what I'll probably do is vlog. If I think of vlogging the next time it happens, I will vlog it and I'll be like, okay, this right here is the reason that I want to... the reason that I want to get out of here is because I want to move into a house, a larger house than this, that is a house, and that I can do what I want to to a bigger extent than I can here. That I can convert the rooms into what I want them to be and do what I would like to do. I mean, I have it that what I dream of doing, I don't even know what exactly that is. But if I was to pursue that dream, I have it that this place is not the place to do that. So maybe that's an idea that I need to release and let go and open my mind to doing that here. Or maybe I need to acknowledge that, no, I'm right. And one of these days I'm going to get a bigger place, a more suitable place for these things. And that's in my future. But yeah, I probably will get a tripod at one point, because I will say that it is getting kind of tiring trying to hold this camera in a place where you can even try to see me. Or, I mean, I still don't know if you can see me, but I'm at least giving a little bit of freaking effort, you know. Like I said, the old me would have said, you know what, be glad that I'm using my camera at all, and the camera's going to be where it is, and if you don't like it, it's too damn bad. Well, I'm sort of trying, you know. Even if you can't see me, I'm kind of trying. I mean, I am trying. I'm gonna give myself some credit here. I was just reading my email, which the email that's actually connected to my YouTube channel, I had not looked at it forever. And I was finally like, okay, let's reactivate that on this device and like go through some of these. And I want to thank whoever, I think their channel is Random Vids. I want to thank that person for commenting on my video. I might just have to give that a try. They told me a way to actually recharge my Olympus recorders with rechargeable batteries so that I wouldn't always have to buy batteries, which that might be worth trying. I mean, it seriously might be. If I see the battery level go from low or completely dead to high after doing that, then I think I'm going to start doing that and maybe buy like a couple of rechargeable batteries for each one or something, and stop buying AAA batteries like constantly. I'm only buying them once a month now, thanks to Amazon Subscribe and Save, but what was I just saying earlier? I have no savings plan because I have not a whole lot of money to save at the end of the month. Maybe part of the solution is to buy rechargeable batteries and then cancel my Subscribe and Save that puts, how much money is that battery, that pack of batteries every month? Probably not much, but every dollar that I'm not spending can help with savings, right? I was thinking about eating out tonight, or ordering out tonight, ordering Postmates. Hold on, let me find a place to put this. Of course, that's not going to fit like that. If I tried to put it like that, it would either fall that way or fall that way, and you're either looking at the ceiling or the cupboard, whatever. You wouldn't see. I am trying to give half a rat's ass about what you're seeing. I hope you can see me that way. Again, if not, sorry, but anyway, I was thinking about ordering out tonight, but in the end I was like, no, I've got the makings for steak and potatoes, and like I've got like thin little ass steaks that I bought. I am not as crazy about those as I thought I might be, but that doesn't mean that, I mean, I cooked half of them and put the other in the freezer thinking, well, I'll use them one day. Well, one day might end up being today. Well, one day's certainly going to be today for one of them. I don't know about the other, but I should be using a measuring cup here, but I'm not. I'm using half a pouch, give or take. Maybe less, maybe more than half a pouch, but oh well, doesn't matter. Of these instant mashed potatoes. I'm going to put the rest in a Ziploc bag. Where did I put the Ziploc bag? I'll have to get another one. That's not the... I'll just get another one. I'm running lower and lower on these, but it's going to be okay because if I never get the post box, I'll get the post box tomorrow. I'll get the post box tomorrow, or I will take LYFT to post box. I mean, if something happens and she's not available for some reason, I'm just using LYFT. I mean, if push comes to shove. I mean, not another weekend with these things unpicked up. Okay. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm basically preparing these potatoes. I'll take this, one of these steaks and peas, and I might even put some broccoli with it to have it a little bit more balanced than it is right now. And that'll be dinner for tonight. This way I'm using what I already have instead of spending more money on something that's like fast and like not taking any kind of prep at all. However, that's not the best use of my money right now. And that means this stuff is going to sit in the freezer for longer. I mean, there's nothing wrong with stuff sitting in the freezer. That's the beauty of a freezer. It kind of specializes in keeping things fresher for longer. But if you have food already, well, you either include that food in your meal plan for the following week, or you could just eat it tonight. I don't know if I'll need to eat for the rest of the night. I don't know if I'm positioning the camera right. Well, I'm not even over there yet. There we go. Are you seeing this bowl of food? This container of food. It's not a bowl. It's not a round bowl, but whatever you would call it. Look how full this is. I've already eaten a couple of mouthfuls. This is almost totally full of food. It is pretty much full. I may end up with some leftovers for tomorrow. Or I might eat the whole thing and just never need to eat for the rest of the night. That made a big bunch of food. And I'm probably not going to need that broccoli because now that I think about it, there's green peas in this steak and peas. And even though if you listen to some people, it's debatable how nutritious peas really are, but anyway. Okay. I am feeling full and warm and almost like I might want to go to bed. I mean, it's nowhere near time for bed, but I might do it anyway. But I feel like that maybe is a note to end the vlog on. After all, it's just, like I said, it's me experimenting with iMovie, me maybe trying to prove to myself that I can do iMovie, or that using my secondary phone as a vlogging camera and iMovie as an editor is a good way to do it, at least at home. I still feel like if I'm out and about, it might be more of a good idea to do it with the MP3 recorder, where if we hear other people, if we have conversations, whatever, I have control over what I put in there, to the extent that I can, like, say, no, I'm going to keep this clip, but I'm going to cut this part out. I'm still not sure there's a blind-friendly tutorial to teach you how to do that. And until I can learn how to do that with iMovie, I'm not going to be fully confident in using iMovie. But anyway, I'm just, like I said, I'm just practicing, experimenting, and if this doesn't work, well, it's not the end of the world. And if it does, well, you'll see this Thursday vlog, such as it is. Thank you for listening to this audio-centric video, even though I did create something of a video aspect to it. Check out Fetch Rewards if you want those receipts that you collect to mean something. You can either take pictures of them or upload them digitally to Fetch and turn them into points that you can redeem eventually for gift cards. Just go to fetchrewards.com, FETCHREWARDS.com, and create a new account, or you may have to download the app. I'm not sure how much you can do with it on PC. Or, well, on computer, PC, Mac, whatever. But create a new account and use my referral code, F as in Frank, G as in George, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, Y as in Yankee, to get jump-started with 2,000 points, which is the equivalent of $2. My outros drag on and on and on anymore, but ever since I decided to... Fetch Rewards is not sponsoring this video, but ever since I was like, this is one thing I want to promote, and I want to start talking about it, and I want to, like, maybe even get somebody to, like, use my promo code and get both of us something. I don't know how to make this short and sweet. I don't know how to make the outro short and sweet without... You know, a lot of people would just say, check out Fetch Rewards. There's information in the description box below, and I could do that. But I guess I want to make it as easy as possible to know what I want you to do with that information. Anyway, thanks for listening to this audio-centric video, and you'll hear from me in the next one. Bye.